it. Let's go straight into the juicy stuff. Significant other relationships. What do you guys think of those?
What do we think of those?
Never
What
heard
do
of
you
it.
guys think of those?
You
Vince
guys-
had one for 6 years. Mark has had a significant one, and Zach has had multiple ones, and I've never had one. So we get experiences from all different parts.
You're a Virginian?
Kid
That's
is from
not what
Virginia,
that-
yes.
That's not what that means.
Yep. Kid's from Virginia. Anyway,
What do you mean, Virginia?
there's a lot of different. We've all had different experiences. Kid's never dated anyone. I know Mark was in like a 3-year relationship. My longest was like 1.5 years, and I've probably been in the most and fucked over the most. And Min's up good, and has been in
Yeah.
one relationship.
We all have like
For
actually
6
varying
years.
experiences.
Yeah,
which
there-
is
The
actually wild.
one.
I'm gonna be that person. Is it up good if you've never experienced anything else?
Yeah, she's happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she doesn't need to
This is
see it.
Yeah, why do you
one,
need to
right?
experience?
This
I
is
mean,
the
yeah,
one.
I mean, yeah. That,
I mean-
oh, that's just like how you feel about it. Like that's like he's it. Like he's got it.
End game, dude.
Endgame. See, that's how you know it's up good because
That's
like
how you, it doesn't.
if you're
why
not
does it
looking
matter how
anywhere
many
else,
had. Like I just think that like if I'm happy with the one person that I found, despite the lack of experience, I think it's pretty good.
yeah,
I mean,
I would
6
agree with her.
years.
You know what I mean? Like, cause I've had 2 relationships that went past 3 years. My most recent one was like 5.5.
Mm.
So like both of them are really long, but you just gotta like make the choice eventually as to whether or not like the red flags or whatnot is kind of like something you can't see living with. It's just like you have to make that choice for yourself, like what you can and can't work with.
I think that like the idea of soulmates is stupid. Like I that's what I think.
I wholeheartedly agree.
I think
with
it's
that.
so
I agree as well.
But
stupid.
like
It's
but
so
like
dumb.
I think you have to. It's not like someone's destined for you. I think you have to pick someone. You have to pick someone that you have to pick the one for you. Like it's not like Hannah's just like some destined lover for me. Like I think we've been through enough to know that like I want to spend the rest of my life with you because I trust you and I love you and all these other things, right? And like I don't think I need to experience anything else than this cuz I'm yeah, it's interesting that like cuz you're not the only one that I know. I think I have a lot of other friends that are like, like I just want to experience more, but then they're also very like lonely and sad a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, for one thing, like off the soulmate topic, does a soulmate specifically have to be a significant other? Because I don't think so. Like, while I think soulmates are dumb, like I don't think your soulmate has to be like the person you fall in love with. Like I think like you could have a best friend and that's like your soulmate. Because I think dating is like more than just like being in love with a person.
I think the whole topic of
Let me
just a
process that.
soulmate is dumb. Like, just the whole concept of it is really far-fetched.
Yeah,
Mm.
I agree.
And any relationship you have, there's gonna like you're gonna have to make compromise in some way. There's not gonna be one person that just like perfectly fits into every nook and cranny like a Tetris match of your life. Like it's just not gonna happen.
Well, I mean, okay, obviously there are people like that expect that out of a soulmate, but like, for the normal people like us, quote unquote normal, these people are fucking insane. I'm being held hostage here. There's somebody outside of the door. I didn't agree to this pod. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. Weird. I still have leftover ligma. But yeah, like I said, like I feel like relationships are like some people base their entire relationship off of being in love with a person, but a relationship is more than being in love with a person. It's about like sacrifice. So like I don't think soulmates are
I
about
don't like the word
perfection.
sacrifice. I like the word compromise.
Compromise is a less
Yeah.
offensive word. There's a lot of times, especially younger people. Man, I've experienced this a lot. There's a lot of people that aren't willing to make those compromises. Basically, they're just really like selfish, but not in a good way. Like there's selfish things you can do in a relationship that is like a good way to think. But there's a lot of times where people don't want to they want to compromise.
For example, I know a few people that like they compare themselves to other people a lot, and like their friend group, let's say, or whatever the heck it is. For example, like I know I won't say they're a friend, but like I know a person, right, an acquaintance that like literally, I guess it was like her first or second boyfriend, and then her boyfriends had like multiple partners, but just the idea that he's had more partners already got her like, I need to experience more. We're not on the same footing. Like he's gone through this many women, and I've only gone through like 2 guys. Like I personally think that that's not the way you should view things. It's just like, yeah, it's relationships are what it is now, right in front of you, here and there, and working to compromise from here moving forward.
You
together.
can't treat someone as if they were like someone you knew from the past. Like that
Yeah,
dude
of
is not
course.
going to treat you like one of the past girls he's been with, and if he does, that's a red flag. But
Yeah, I agree.
Are you guys dating to date, or are you guys dating to marry? And for men, when you started dating Han,
Uh-huh.
were you dating
Oh,
him just to say, I like this guy, let me try this out? Or were you like, I think this guy, from the get-go, you were like, this guy is gonna be like it?
Well, I
Like that was
think
just your plan?
so. Like, I have never been in a relationship. I think the major reason why is because everyone that I've met so far was I don't think I would have had one, a long lasting relationship with, or two, anything substantial into the future. And I think that is important to put into like I don't want to put my time and effort into someone who I know I won't have a future with. That's just how I feel. And so like, you know, like high school relationships, like I was never in a relationship in high school because high school boys are gross and dumb and have no futures yet. like
true.
um and so like I think I kind of like to have this idea that like if I'm going to date someone, it has to be because one, I'm in love with them, and two, I think I can have a future with them. Like some sort of future. It doesn't have to be like marriage when I meet them or when I start dating them, but it has to be some sort of long-term future. And so like when we started dating, like I really liked him and I was like, okay, I can see myself in a long-term relationship with this person, and that's why we dated. But like as we dated, right? Like a couple years in, it's like, okay, well now I know that like with the experiences that we've had together, like I would like to spend the rest of my life with this person.
I'm not going to get into a relationship planning to marry that person, because it's very extreme to me. Like if I meet someone, or if I've been friends with them, if I catch feelings, my first thought isn't marriage. No. Like I want to enjoy my time. Technically I'm dating to date, but if it gets to the point where like we've been together for a while, then like yeah, I'll think about it. But that's never going to be like my first thought right off the bat is like dating to marry.
I feel like I always come into a relationship. Knowing that like this could be it, right?
Okay.
This could be the one. Yeah. Now, like like I said, all my relationships have always went past a year and a half. So they're always like I'm like eventually like I don't look for it per se, but eventually there comes a point where it's just like maybe it's me, right? Or maybe it's just not working out because of the clashing of like perspectives and the growth with each other, whatever the heck it is. There comes a point where, so far at least, where it's just like, it's just not working.
Cal asked, do people stay friends with their exes? And I feel like that just varies on
does
person
vary.
to person and how it ended.
I think when two people mutually break up, it's like it's you can amicably break up that. I think you can still stay friends that way. And
Mhm.
it's easier to stay friends when both people mutually decide together that they should break up. But when one person is like, I'm not feeling it anymore, and the other
Like calling
person
the
is
shots.
still into them, it's really hard to be friends with someone you still have feelings for.
I
Yeah.
imagine
then-
it's like getting betrayed.
Yeah, and like I think it's just different for everyone for sure.
There is some exes that I am friends with, and there's some that I'm not. Just depends how it ends and like how people want to handle it. Like one of my exes, I literally talked to her like yesterday. We're just friends. She has another boyfriend. Like we've been broken up for like 2 years, but we're still just mutual friends. It really just depends.
But on the topic of like breakups, let's talk about breakups that are worse than regular breakups. Let's talk about friend breakups.
my
What's it
God.
like breaking up with a friend?
There's been multiple instances where I've had like groups of friends and then you just kind of get pushed out of the friend group
Hmm.
slowly, more and more, to eventually where it's just not a healthy relationship. And I've had a lot of friendships where it's just not a healthy relationship for anyone to be in. And most often than not, it's just people just don't talk anymore, and it doesn't end in a harsh way. At least for me, it's
Just like a
really
ghosting type of thing.
yeah. It's really
Just, like,
rare.
fizzles out.
Yeah, it's really rare for me to have a friendship that just ends because something like blows up. Mainly because I just mind my own business usually. And if it doesn't work out and they don't talk to me anymore, they don't talk to me anymore. There's plenty of situations where things blow up and people act really dumb. I've been through a lot of different friend groups through high school and even after high school, even now. There's a small handful of people that I can consider close friends. It also happens to be the same amount of people that I don't have to talk to every day. Like, I can talk to Kid once a month. We act the same as if we talked every day. Same with Mark and Min. It's like, I don't have the energy to talk to people every day sometimes, honestly. It's so much work.
It's draining. My family, sometimes I won't come out of my room for like 2 days. It's like I love my family, but they just like hate the fact, and I'm just like, I don't even want to be around myself right now. I'm sorry, like they can't be around you.
It took
Yeah,
It's like,
I feel that.
I
man.
love you guys more than I love me, but sometimes I just need to like avatar state. Like when Aang was in the ice caps and he was like boom for like
that's you.
a solid 20. That's me. Like just
From a lot of personal experience, a lot of people that I've talked to don't like to communicate. They don't feel the need
It's
to.
the
Like
hardest thing,
really
man.
basic things. Like,
Mhm.
let's say she's going to hang out with friends, right? Common thing. If she doesn't reply for a few hours, I don't care. But let me know that you're with friends so I know why you're not replying. Like, if you don't reply for 4 hours and I don't know why, I'll be a little worried, honestly. Yeah. But you tell me, oh, I'm going to go hang out with some friends. If I don't reply, I'm sorry. That's it. I don't care. I'm chilling. So it's like really, really small and basic things people don't feel the need to communicate that really helps give reassurance in a way.
There's
Or
this game. Like when it comes to relationships, like the game is
I
still
hate the game.
present. The game.
I hate the
It's
game
like,
so much.
You know, it's kind
I
of
hate when
like
people use that as a phrase.
it's so annoying because it's like this whole like push and pull kind of like thing, this whole supply and demand, like turning your like relationships into some sort of like economics class.
Okay, so can I say something?
is it
All
about
right,
Hot
so-
Pockets?
No. fuck
Okay,
no.
thank God.
No, I'd like to put something hot in your pocket.
Anyway,
While push and pull is a fundamental like mechanic of just life. Like you're just gonna push and pull people, and you need push and pull just to have like a regular relationship. Like if you pull too much, then it's just like, oh, like you're thirsty, or like what do you want from me, like feeling. And if you push too much, it's like this person like fucking hates me. It's like, but the game is purely a contest of pride.
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
And that's why
it's
I
all egotistical.
dislike it. It's all egotistical because it's basically Kaguya-sama Love is War, but y'all bitches ain't the main characters. And you need to realize that shit. You're not Kaguya-sama, a fucking archer who's vice president who got everything and got a rich family and all this shit. And you're not the other dude who is literally also perfect, except that he's unathletic. You're playing the game all wrong and you have no reason to be this prideful. Tell the people that you like them subtly. But stop doing this whole little like, be more honest with each other. Because the game turns into a relationship, but then the relationship is based off the game, which is based off of lack of communication. And that's
Honesty
why
scares a lot of
relationships
people.
fail.
You'd be surprised at how many people are scared of honesty.
It's a fear
It
of
blows my
rejection.
mind. Fear of rejection, but fear of not even being honest with people, but like people, like if you're just honest, some people just get overwhelmed, I feel like. I've seen a situation, not even like with myself, but other like multiple people, they get overwhelmed when you're, I guess, too forward, I guess. Because if you're honest, you're being as forward as possible, right? Then they just get overwhelmed. For me personally, I don't care. Like I reached out, I shot my shot. You don't want to be friends, you don't want to be friends. But there's a lot of people that feel like they're obligated to be a part of that encounter, and then they get overwhelmed in that sense. like they're being put into a situation they don't want to be in, I guess.
Mm.
And they're not letting themselves out of it because they don't want to offend anyone.
The real segue. Do you guys have friends?
No.
That okay,
Friends?
all of us have at least one friend. Do you guys have friends where, or like not even a friend, because actually the person is not really a friend, but a person that like wants to be your friend and like, but you don't have interest in being this person's friend, but they are very forward in trying to be buddies
Yes.
with you.
I have a couple people like that actually.
And they're in this
Zach,
chat,
I know how
right?
Zach, I know how those people. Zach, I know how these people. I wouldn't be surprised if Mark knows these people. And Min, just purely based off the fact that she's a girl, has these people.
Oh, Brady, I'm looking at you, Brady.
God, Brady, I don't know how to tell you this.
You know my name,
Thank
you
God,
know
kid
my
brought this
story.
up. Brady, I don't fucking care about you. Anyway,
I just had to post in my Discord, please refrain from DMing me privately unless it's urgent or super private. Like I'm tired of having my DMs flooded. Like I can't do it. Like I wake up and there's like 5 to 8 people DMing me like about nonsensical things, or like, hey Min, like I need advice, or like, hey Min, like I'm in such a hard place right now. And it's like, you've come to my stream like 3 times. Like I don't know who you are, and like I like, you know, like maybe you need help and maybe you need validation, and it's like sometimes like I'm just not that person for you. Like I'm just not the person for you right now. Like you know, like maybe you need help elsewhere. Like I can't be the one to always help you all the time, especially like strangers. I feel like strangers
your favorite
definitely-
streamers are not your therapists.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you shouldn't treat them that way.
Nor your friends. Your streamers are also
Yeah.
not your friends. Just like
Brady, I'm
Period.
not your friend.
fuck Brady, bro. God.
Yeah, I can't be like the best support for you right now. Like, you know, I love you, but I just need some time to myself. And like
Mhm.
I think like I don't think I could ever be that honest unless I actually really valued you and your friendship and your time, right? Because if I help you when I'm in such a bad place, there's no way I'm going to be of any help to anyone.
Yeah,
And,
secure
like-
your seatbelt before you start putting on other people's seatbelt kind of
And
thing.
like I've lost friends because I've been like, hey, I need some time to myself. Like, can you respect that? And
That's
it's
so
like,
sad.
Mhm.
and it's like, you can't do what for me? Like you're like, if you can't do this for me, you're not my friend. And it's like,
Mhm.
then I guess I like when you have to gaslight someone to like care for you and be like, oh, like 7 years of friendship, and like the one time I need you, you can't be here. Like I can't like you
That's
you
definitely
must
that
not
boundary.
Many
You
times.
you must
I've heard
not
that
love
actually
me
many
enough.
times.
And it's like,
That's crazy.
all right, I will try harder, I guess. But like those friendships aren't here anymore because like people just don't respect boundaries. Like I think friends are not your therapists, you guys. Like don't treat your friends as
Nah.
therapists. And don't
Mhm.
treat streamers like your therapists. Like don't come to streams being like, I'm addicted to crack cocaine. What should I do? And that's like, homie, I'm playing League. Like what do you want from me?
Brady.
This is a Wendy's.
Okay, so one time related to the streamer and therapist thing. This was a very long time ago. My community, I had maybe 5-6 viewers. Not a single person that is here right now was there. I had this dude come into my chat and say he wanted to kill himself. That's a lot on my shoulders. What the fuck do I say to that? I don't know who you are. I don't even know your name. What do you want me to what do you want me to do? I know it happens way more to like large scale streamers, and it's just as bad, if not worse. Because what they say has a lot more impact. I've had probably more than I can count on one hand people that DM me and tell me that my stream has kept them from killing themselves, being depressed, being sad. It's what they look forward to, all that stuff. And of course, like when I started streaming, that's was my goal, right? Make people happy.
Yeah.
People don't realize how much like that affects someone.
What, less heavy? Please stop DMing girls that you watch on Twitch thinking you have a fucking shot.
Fuck.
Yo, you
Okay,
want to get into
okay.
this? Let's
No,
bring
okay.
this. I fucking love
Kind of
this.
related to this. It is a lot easier for streamers to make friends with other streamers. But if you're just some dude sitting in your RGB room in your mom's house and you have 2 college courses and like $30 to your name and you DM some 80 viewer girl, like she averages 80 viewers and you just DM her and be like, hey, she doesn't want to talk to you. I literally was talking to someone last night. They had to close their DMs because they got too many random DMs from random dudes. Why
Yeah,
are you so horny?
I think
I'm
Min should
at
lead
that
this.
point.
Min, go for it.
I'm at that
man.
point
Min,
right
go
now
for it.
because I posted. Listen, I woke up today to 7 DMs from people, and like I'm tired, dude. Like I'm
like
about
that.
I'm about to put my DMs to private. And I posted in my Discord. I was like, please don't DM me privately. If you want to say something to me, say it in my Discord, like in my public Discord. But like, just don't privately DM me for stupid shit.
And then those
Like,
people will gaslight you for closing your DMs.
and I'm so tired.
This
and I don't
happened
really
to a few people.
And-
They're like, oh, your DMs are closed? Why? You're so popular? Like, let people
And, like,
live their life.
I have unfriended a lot of people on my Riot account because I'm tired of randoms seeing me online to look at my shop and being like, "You want to play? You want to play? Oh my god!" Like,
Is that why you unadded me?
You're in a group of 4.
Damn.
You have room for one. Like, please add me. And
People
it's
that
just like,
invite themselves into a party, God, it's so irritating. Because then you
Is
feel
this
bad for saying
Minecraft
no.
PS4?
Okay. It's like they're not obligated to play with you, right? So why are you inviting yourself saying, oh, can I join? You say, I see you have an open spot.
True.
They need to understand that they are a viewer and they hang out in my chat for entertainment. I am here to either distract you, make you feel better, be a distraction, be entertainment. Do not watch me because you want to be my friend. I'm not saying like I have a massive ego and I don't want to be any of your friends, because there are a lot of my friends are from my stream now. Like, yeah, you're cool to talk to, but don't go into a stream with the intention of creating a friendship or relationship out of it. That's fucked up.
It's like, it's possible, but you got to understand the environment that you're playing in and the process that it takes to get to where you want to go, right?
Wait, are
And
we
I
talking
can't
about Twitch Tinder?
not Twitch Tinder. I'm just talking about this, like if you want to be friends with somebody, not nothing
Oh,
sexual,
okay,
nothing relationship. If you find a streamer cool, right, and you're thinking to yourself, man, I vibe with this person. This person's awesome. Like, they're obviously, Twitch chat is like a reflection of their community. Blah blah blah. It's like, this person's awesome, but you have to understand the environment that you're playing in. Like, different environments call for different things. Like, if you're trying to hit up in terms of like trying to be friends, okay, like a streamer, it's possible, and it definitely is, and it happens. But understand the environment that you're playing in. Understand the process that it takes to get there. And it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen because you sent a DM just because you've been watching for like, a collective 1 hour. You know what I mean? There's a process to it. And once you understand that, and, you let time do its thing, and you show, trustworthiness, right? You guys, it'll happen. But, don't try to like expedite the process.
But then there's some people that like they come and like they like see me for like a bit and then they like DM me over and over again and they're like, oh my god, you're so cute.
Okay, sorry.
And like it's just like, like, if you want, like, you don't have to do anything to be my friend here. Like, you don't have to do anything to be a part of this community. But like, don't force your way into it, man. Like, just chill out and like hang out here, and like, if I get to know you and like, we'll be friends naturally. But there's no way you're trying to come in here right now like trying to be my friend from day one. Like, there's like, don't force it. It's just too much for me.
Yeah.
Listen.
Talk to
Spill
these
the
dudes.
tea.
Like-
Talk to these dudes.
Spill the
Like-
Listening?
Like, the only reason you're in my chat right now is because my boyfriend's fucking elbow isn't in the camera frame.
And
like,
What did he do?
like you know, the amount of creeps that I've gotten ever since I moved my setup has exponentially increased because he is no longer.
I was in
my
your chat
camera.
because he was in your. Never mind.
Yes, look, there's freaks like you, and then there's freaks like other people.
Zach freak confirmed.
What? Okay.
Oh, we been knew that.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Weird.
There's people that are scared to get into a relationship because they're gonna lose so many viewers.
True.
And it's so sad that how true that is.
Like that.
I knew a couple people like that.
I know a few people
No,
like that.
but Zach, we knew one instance that was like, can we talk about this?
Not
Can we?
genuine, man.
It was like, no, I think
I-
we could talk. It was this one time me and Zach were just fucking around. I don't think we were streaming. We were just fucking around. And it was a girl that we found streaming, and she was streaming with her boyfriend. But it was like, I don't remember why, but we knew that it was her boyfriend. But the people in her chat did not know it was her boyfriend. And it was like,
I don't remember this.
how do I explain this? Bro, oh my god. It was a very uncomfortable stream because of the way that it was. Because she didn't want to put out that it was her boyfriend. But the guy wasn't hiding the fact that they were together. And it just
see.
made for a very uncomfortable dynamic.
You know, like I
Go ahead,
understand people who want to like keep their private life private, right? Like I think that's something different from like, I think those are two totally different things of like
Yeah.
wanting to keep your private life private versus keeping your private life private just so you get more viewers. I think that there's a fine line between those two totally different things. And like you know what,
agree.
like Pokimane doesn't have to tell us when she has a boyfriend. Like I don't really care about that. But like if you're some like 50 viewer Andy and like, oh, like, you know, the only reason these people come watch me is because I'm like single and like people think they have a shot with me, then it's just like that's weird.
If
Like,
that's
no.
how you want to run your stream and like have that be your persona, that's on you. Like I think that's a weird thing to take advantage of, right? Because that's really what you're
Yeah.
you're taking advantage of horny people. If you're gonna lose a majority of your viewership if you have a significant other, that is not, I don't like, to me that's not healthy for you and like your community or like you as a streamer, your brand, I guess. I just think I don't like it. Like I don't know. The people I'm closest with, I mean, obviously you don't expect half the friendships you make, you don't expect to happen, right? Like I met Min
Those are the best.
because
Yeah.
she bribed me with a sub for someone's age. Someone we knew, she's like, I'll sub to you if you tell me how old he is. Easiest $5 of my life. And then people like Mark, who I met through like Kim, and he was just some dude I saw on her stream one time. He was playing guitar. And then suddenly he's in my chat one day. And then we talk more. And then he starts streaming more often. There's people like Cal, who, okay, Julia tweet something, and it was, I can't wait to play, who wants to play Overwatch with me or some shit, because I hate Overwatch. And Cal replied to my tweet, like basically shooting her shot. And now I'm super close with Cal because of a joke meme tweet that Julia made me tweet.
And what did you expect out of every single one of those encounters?
Nothing.
Exactly.
Maybe some head from Kid or something. Never mind. Huh? Anyway,
These lips don't work for free, baby.
half the friendships I've made is because they start streaming more. So it's like a way that I can talk to them more, like be in their chat. Like Jeannie, I knew her for like 4 or 5 months. She suddenly started streaming. We didn't like interact once until she started streaming. Then we got super close. Yeah, fuck Jeannie.
Whoa, what?
I barely talked to Min, and then Min started streaming, and then we talk all the time. And it's just, streaming has been in a way, a good way to make friends that for people that I would have never expected to make friends with.
I guess round it off with some like lesson to be learned, I guess, which is just be genuine, communicate well. If you're willing to engage with somebody, like understand that compromise is a necessary thing to continue, progressing forward the relationship, whether it might be like boyfriend, girlfriend, or
Just friendship.
the friendship or friendship, communicate well, compromise, and handle things with a sense of maturity.
Big thank you to Min for being here, taking the time out of her day to be here. She rolled out of bed to be here. Obviously give her a follow. And Kid and Mark. Mark and Kid will be doing podcasts either weekly or bi-weekly. Kind of haven't decided yet. It was fun.
Oh, yummy.
Yeah. Thank you, Min, again for being here. We love Min. Woo!